He's not going to sell himself out there to get protested or boycotted, whatever with his music. He's not out there to put his wife or his family in crosshairs like that from his own people, if you will. He's not stupid
at all.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I'm thinking like what he's planning is some type of way where, like, I think his ultimate end game is to get ownership in the NFL.
Oh, absolutely. I think perhaps that's what it is.
I'm thinking that like that's going to be his ultimate end game, and then eventually be able to break the fucking the system.
Yeah,
honestly, because like
at least throw a monkey wrench.
Like
in
the
it.
NFL is just it's a club. It's a club of like old rich white dudes.
Yep.
And then they got one minority owner. Finally, the owner from Miami.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name right now, but he's the first minority owner that they've had in the NFL. And still yet to have a black owner,
right?
So I think ultimately, his ultimate end game is black ownership.
Yeah.
For one of these teams,
sure,
and then kind of be able to break that will that the social stigma that's been in the NFL.
Yeah. If it's not him, I mean, he'd at least partner in it. Like people, you mentioned it. We mentioned it just like a minute or two ago. He's already got experience being at least a part owner in a sports franchise.
Right.
So he's got that under his belt. He's got that experience under his belt. Like, don't underestimate that, man.
Right.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, if it's not him being a sole owner, he's at least going to have his foot in the door somewhere.
Yeah.
And can make waves if that's his end game.
Yeah, I can see JayZ getting together, which a bunch of different people. Like, you have to form that ownership group.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
then you guys go in together and buy a franchise or buy a stake in the franchise, absolutely. Majority stake. So
yeah, I think that's what he's doing. I mean, people, if you're listening out there, don't jump to conclusions so fast. Yeah, he was sitting there. He shook hands with a white man who's made some questionable. I mean, if we're going to talk race, he's made some questionable decisions within the NFL regarding race relations. But stop jumping to conclusions.
Yeah.
All right, let it play
out.
Yeah, let it play out.
Yeah, let it play out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yo, have you seen any good movies lately?
That I pirated or I actually haven't. Life has been a priority, or life changes have been a priority, so I really haven't seen things lately. I have a 12-year-old son that's seen some stuff, and whether I asked or not, he's filled in some blanks for me.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not trying to call him out. Shout out to Elias, if you're out there. He, for example, he filled in some blanks with Avengers Endgame. I had my reasons for not seeing it when it first came out. And come at me if you want. I have not seen that movie from beginning to end, but I know what happened. I think I was on Instagram, not even looking for spoilers, and it like people just put it out there. They just kind of. It seemed that society had a grace period of like 2 or 3 weeks, maybe a month. And if you didn't see it, they were just putting spoilers out there. Yeah. So it was out there. I was like, whatever, that's not a priority to me right now. I got other stuff I gotta deal with. So I saw like 1 or 2 spoilers. And I'm like, oh, word? That's what happened? So I went to my son and it was just like, hey, okay, you've seen it. Is this really what happened? He's just like, yeah. And I was able to piece some things together. And then like a couple of months went by and I'm just like, all right, what is out here in social media? So I was able to put some things together. I saw video clips and everything else, and I'm like, oh, man, that's what happened? Okay, but eventually I'm going to see that. There's other movies that have come out that I've wanted to see, just haven't had the opportunity to see them.
Yeah.
But I was able to, and again, because of spoilers, I was able to figure out what was what with certain movies. Like, I didn't see Us, but I understand what that was. Yeah. Like, I was able to put that together through either people talking about it or the spoilers, and I'm like, oh, man, all right, cool. I'm still going to see it and be like, oh, all right, I saw it. Yeah. So, no, not lately. But I have a short list of things that I do want to see, whether it's in the theaters, it's digital, which comes out pretty quick now.
Yeah, the turnaround now is super quick.
Or it just gets pirated. I'm not saying I do that, but y'all know it's out there.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, nowadays, like this year, so 2019, hasn't been a really good year of movies for me.
Really? Yeah.
It's not really too many movies I've seen this year. And for me, I'm a big movie goer.
Yeah,
like that's one of my joys in life is
Right.
going to the movies.
Yeah, I was there. Yeah.
There's not one movie that really stood out for me as like, damn, that was a great movie.
Okay.
Like Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
And I'm probably gonna catch some flack for this here. Avengers Endgame to me was good. Okay.
Yeah.
Or matter of fact, it was great.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Okay.
It was a very entertaining movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It had a slow period
Sure.
here and there.
Yeah.
But combined, good comedy, good action,
Yeah.
good storytelling,
Yeah.
and there's a little bit of plot holes in here and there,
Sure.
and you know what I'm saying. But overall, it was a very good production.
Okay. Yeah.
But it wasn't that. It wasn't the first Avengers for me. Like I put these Marvel movies in certain tiers.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So like you got like your tier A or tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, or tier A, B, C, however you want to tier it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then like above those, I have like my S tier, like this like class of its own tier.
Sure. Okay.
So for Marvel movies, like I got 3 movies in that tier.
Yeah.
That class of its own. So the first Avengers movie, which fucking phenomenal for
Yeah.
me.
Sure.
Captain America: Civil War.
Yeah.
Or Civil War, yes.
Yes.
And then Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Okay.
Like for me, those have been the 3 best Marvel movies I have seen.
Okay.
Like with the best story.
Yeah.
The best action, like the movies that gave me that feeling of like, damn, man.
Right.
Like I'm leaving the movie theater like, fuck, that was amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Endgame didn't do that for me.
Yeah, you're probably gonna.
And you know what's crazy? Like I cried at Endgame. Like I cried at Endgame. Like there's moments. Like there's a moment. Well, shit, you haven't seen it yet, right?
Well,
but you know about
I
it.
I can imagine which one it might be. But yeah, there were moments.
Yeah,
in there
when
where
Tony
people
Stark.
cried. Yeah,
when Tony Stark gone. Passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I shed some tears. I'm
Yeah.
like, shit, man. Like, and there's like the fucking his daughter. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
oh
man.
hell yeah, yeah.
But
Absolutely.
even so, like I had that emotional connection with it. But even so, it's just like, man, that was it was a great movie, but it didn't reach that class of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're gonna catch some shit for that.
Yeah, I am.
But you know what? It kind of I was talking about the movies. I mean, that's probably another thing there that like talking about sports and catching heat for that kind of shit, or having a healthy discussion about it. That movie can't please everyone. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure that everyone who's seen, whether they've seen it once or they've gone to the theater, whether they've gone to the theater and saw it once, or they've gone to the theater and seen it 5 times. I know a couple of people that probably did that.
Yeah.
But it's not going to please everybody. That movie in particular will satisfy or do more than satisfy a great many people, and some people will be like, yeah, okay, that didn't quite do it for me there, or why didn't they do this, or why would they show that, stuff like that.
Right.
Movies, there isn't a perfect movie out there. There might be some that come close. There isn't a perfect superhero movie necessarily, I don't think. I think it's all in the eye of the beholder. I mean, okay. People will say, yeah, this one is a perfect superhero movie, or these are perfect ones, and I will too. But I could be sitting next to somebody one day who won't agree with me.
That's a fact.
They just won't please.
It's all
everybody.
subjective.
Yeah, it's all subjective.
Yeah.
So, I see what you mean. I don't know. I can't say that there were good movies or bad movies this year. There were, some that I might have said I wanted to see that came out this year, but then I hit my quota of folks going, take it or leave it, or no, don't even bother.
Right. Yeah. Yo, that's the point I'm at right now, man.
I'm gonna catch some shit for this. The Lion King was one of them.
Fucking trash.
Yo,
that movie was trash.
I was like, what? I might go see this movie. Like if I had the opportunity, okay, fine, I'll drop the cash and go see it. But then I hit my quota of folks that were just like, don't even bother, man. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Bro, listen, out of all the movies that came out this year, like the 2 that I was anticipating the most was Endgame and Lion King.
Yeah.
Endgame lived up to make me feel fulfilled.
Like Endgame gave people closure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Lion King, I went in with crazy expectations. Lion King, the original Lion King movie is my favorite Disney movie of all time, and that's probably one of my top 5, top 10 movies period of all time.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I remember going to the theater as a kid and watching that shit.
Yeah.
And, having that emotional connection with it. And then,
sure.
So I'm like going into high expectations. I'm like, man, I can't wait to see this live action. This shit about to be lit.
Yeah.
And go there and then like opening scenes, beautiful. They nailed the song. They nailed the scene. It's a couple of okay. They could have changed that a little bit. That wasn't verbatim for the movie, but whatever. If you want to put your own spin on it.
All right.
It's literally no type of expressions whatsoever on any other characters' faces. Damn. And I get that it's a live action movie. You want to make this
live action.
Yeah. Right.
The Lion King is not, and maybe that's just because I'm the kind of person that takes things literally. Like if you're going to tell me this is what it is better be what it is.
Right.
And The Lion King is not live action. It's shot and put together as such.
Yeah.
Like it's supposed to be more realistic, but there's nothing live action about it at all. Like I think there was what's his name? Jon Favreau directed the movie. And I remember on his Twitter feed it came out like a few weeks ago where he showed a still photo and he says out of all the frames that we put in this movie, this was the one that actually we didn't touch up. And it was just like a shot of like Pride Land. I think it was like a sunset or sunrise or whatever. But he goes, this was the one shot that had nothing digital put on it.
I got you.
And I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Because The Lion King is not live. I mean, I joked with somebody recently. I'm like, yo, you put one tribesman walking past a lion, like one actual physical tribesman, like on his way from like one village to another one, then it's live action. Everything else, no, this is CGI.
Yeah, so it's all CGI. Trying to make it
realistic.
Trying to make it as realistic looking as possible. But again, even so, even with that, they could have gave some type of fucking expressions on the damn animals. I guess. Because it's like you said, even though it's meant to be live action, it's not fucking live action. It's CGI. And the CGI was beautiful. Yeah. I when I did my review on Facebook, I went a little overboard saying the CGI was
put
trash.
something together that we just normal folks can't do.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, give them credit.
CGI was great. Yeah. But I'm like, yo, fucking no expressions. There's no, so I can't make any emotional connections with the character.
Okay. Yeah.
The singing for me was fucking off, man.
Oh man.
The first, the song, so the Circle of Life was decent. Okay. That was good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And then the other two songs I enjoyed the most was Hakuna Matata.
Okay.
And then In the Jungle, when they had that short 45-second song in the jungle.
Yeah.
But other than that, Just Can't Wait to Be King, terrible.
Oh wow. Can
You Feel the Love Tonight? Trash.
Damn.
Scar's fucking Be Prepared, extra trash.
Oh man.
I'm like, yo, y'all done took these songs and oh my God, it was so bad. It was so bad.
I think that the general public, when it said, yo, we're doing a live action version, they get lost in the version part of it, the definition of version.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to see something that, I don't know, maybe looked better or something that we in our minds, if it visually looked more realistic, we were like, oh, wow, so this is what it looks like.
Right.
We get lost in expecting the exact same thing or the exact same emotions at the exact same points in the movie, the exact same seconds, the same sounds and everything, just a different look.
Yeah, right. Just more realistic.
That unfortunately is not the case. It's kind of like, for example, if it hasn't happened yet, but okay, here we go. When those of us out there that grew up playing Sonic the Hedgehog, and it looked a particular way, like I'm talking Sega Genesis, Sonic the Hedgehog, like 1, 2, 3, Sonic and Knuckles, like that kind of shit.
Right.
Some of us grew up playing it that kind of way. Or hell, even Super Mario. We grew up playing Super Mario Brothers or Sonic the Hedgehog a particular way, a particular look.
Right.
Or feel or whatever. The moment the camera turned and we were following the character, like looking over their shoulder and started doing shit, we were like, what the fuck is this? I can't keep up. This is going way too... No. This game sucks. No, I don't even like playing it this way. No. This is not... No, it's not good. It's not right. That is kind of the same kind of thing. It doesn't translate well for folks when we go into it and we look and we're just like, huh, okay. I remember hearing this with folks that saw